God, I held the phone the wrong way. Can it switch? No! I held the phone the wrong way. Hopefully, you guys are having a good one. I'm just now getting home from the movie theater. I figured, well, I'm not gonna, God, I'm not gonna lie. I had to use the bathroom when I got out of the movie theater. So I ran home, made sure that everything was peachy cream. And I was like, you know what? Same thing like the last time. I might as well just make a thumbnail. I'm home. I might as well just do it like how I did the last time. But I didn't want to go through the whole pain of converting over to YouTube to do a stream. So I'm gonna do it from my phone at my setup, right? Um, so I just got out of Sonic 3. I had the 6:45 showing. Um, I didn't. It wasn't necessarily an IMAX. I don't think it was the XD theater. Um, cost as much as IMAX, so there's that. But I just saw it. Um, Poster is really sick. It's going directly on the wall as soon as I'm done with this. I had to spend the extra money to get the bucket, the special Sonic bucket. He looks angry, but he's not supposed to be because I don't know. His head opens up some way. I don't know how to make it work. I'm gonna break it. But yeah, I just got out of the theater, dropping stuff. Movie's incredible. Movie's incredible. He only used it for a sequence. So the sequence you see in the trailer with him holding the gun, he had it for that. I'm not gonna talk spoilers, but he only used it for that sequence at the beginning. But yes, just got out of theater, just saw it. The movie is great. In my honest opinion, Sonic 3 is the best Sonic movie. Easily. I was halfway through the movie and I'm like, this is way better than I so it's like I love Sonic 1. I like Sonic 2 a lot. I like the end I love the end of Sonic 2. But all of Sonic 2, I'm like, it's alright, I like it. But Sonic 1 was really good. This one is better than both of them, in my honest opinion. Not even lying. No exaggeration. From start to finish, the movie is operating with a great pace. The story is told well. I feel like getting the trio, so getting Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails, having them work together as Team Sonic, it's really such a great thing to see. Like to watch their camaraderie. Jim Carrey as Eggman is just gonna be Jim Carrey as Eggman. It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. That it feels like every movie they just let him have a sequence to do whatever he wants to, and the sequence he had in this one was hilarious. I laughed out loud a bunch of times. Shadow is the I for me is the getting Shadow's backstory, getting to see it play out on the big screen. I think it worked perfectly. They did it really well pairing. They could have been a little bit more heavy-handed, but they weren't. They could have done a lot more to like show the similarities and differences between Shadow and Sonic. Like I'm trying to think of like other series where it's like obviously you have like the Dragon Ball inspiration between Goku and Vegeta, but you have like the I'm a My Hero person, so you have the similarities between Deku and Shigaraki, where it's like this one moment changed their lives. It's kind of like you have one bad day. One bad day can change everything for you. And to see, like, they played with it a little bit, but they didn't go as heavy handed that I thought they were going to go with, like, Sonic, this is what your life was like because you ended up finding people that cared about you. And this is why Shadow's life is the way it's like that. It in the trailer, it kind of felt like the general dude that's been in the first two movies that he was gonna be when I first saw the trailer, I'll say it felt like he was going to be like the this is why Shadow is bad throughout the whole movie, kind of like not showing us but telling us why Shadow is the way he is. And that scene still happens, but it's minuscule. And we get to see why Shadow is the way he is. They stay like they layer his backstory throughout all three acts of the movie. So it's like, okay, you get a little bit of it at the beginning, and then in the second act you get a little bit more of it, and then in the third act you get what is the rest of it, and then what the climax is and which way Shadow will fall. And I thought that they did a really good job at showing why Shadow would be upset. I really thought they did a really good job at showing why he would be upset. I really did. They did a really good job. Oh God, they did a really good job. I don't want to talk spoilers just yet. It's only like 5 minutes in. I don't want to talk spoilers just yet because like, I want people to go see it. Like I really enjoy this movie. I really, 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 really enjoy this movie. Keanu was good. Keanu was good. I was texting back and forth with a friend, and the one thing we were worried about was his performance because in the trailers he sounds kind of flat, and he has like as much range as you're gonna get from Keanu. He has that range, and it's good. It didn't like I never. I think if you think about it too much, you'll be like, "That's Keanu Reeves." But if you like let yourself just like enjoy the story, then it'll work. Like like I heard emotion from him. I heard like anger and empathy and like his reflection and being sad. Like I heard all of those different things from him, so it played well. But when he was angry, he was angry, and when he was sad, you could tell it too. And when he was like unsure, or confused, you got that as well. Like I, to it feels like this third movie, um, was able to show. That's too loud. Was able to show all of their emotions better, right? It felt like they were emoting better. I don't know if they put more budget or gave them more time to work on like all of Team Sonic's models, Shadow included. Um, where? Yeah, it's a 10. You get that right there. It's a 10, and that's Barbados. Um, but yeah, it felt like you could like I was able to like even when they weren't talking. It was a funny thing. I had this thought. It was like supposed to be like this very like emotional, hard hitting moment, and Sonic was emoting more than the human characters that were involved in the emotional moment. And it was like it was odd. Like it pulled me out of the movie for a second where I'm like, this CG character is like in pain, but the human characters that are supposed to be like just as in pain aren't. And I'm like, I'm like, that's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. I was like, it puzzled me for like a good 5 minutes where I'm like this character is like Loki pulling me out of the scene, but every time I look at Sonic, Sonic wants me to feel like how he feels. And it sets up for the climax of the movie. So it's like it's so odd. It was so odd. I've never experienced that ever. That's the first time I experienced that where the CG character did a better job at emoting than the human person. It was odd. I'm not even saying it was bad. It was odd. It was just very odd. It pulled me out, but I was able to jump back in. But yeah, the movie is good. The action sequences, by far, these are the best action sequences in all three movies. Um, I think the supersonic scene from the end of two, hell, compared to the stuff that they do in this movie, that one's like if I try not to spoil stuff, right? I don't want to spoil stuff, but even the supersonic scene from the end of two pales in comparison to some of the action sequences that they did in this movie, which is weird because how much time passed in between two and three? Like how much real world time passed? It's been like 3 years, right? Sonic 2 came out in like 2021, 2022. So it's like for the turnaround that we got, dude, the sequences that we got, the fighting sequences, they looked incredible. They looked absolutely incredible. Like the movie, I I was wondering like if the movie was gonna like start off slow or drag or anything, and it didn't. It just kicked right off like you're here to see Shadow. Here's Shadow. It was like okay, and then it's like all right, setting up what Team Sonic's been up to, and then it's like okay, here we go. Now we're gonna go. It's like okay, and then it's just like we're gonna go, and then it's just like fight, 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 fight. Breathe a little bit, laugh a little bit, breathe a little bit, fight, 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 fight. It was like wow, like this thing is moving. I'm like this movie is moving, but I enjoyed it because it looked really good. Like the first, there was parts in this trailer. That's what I will say. I haven't watched. I don't think I watched the last trailer, so I would have to look at the last trailer to know. But I watched the first trailer, so the teaser, the very, very, very first one, and then I would have watched the first main trailer that released. I don't think I watched the newest one. I actually could. I don't remember, but I don't think there's anything from the third act in the trailers. I would have to look at the trailers. To my knowledge, I don't remember seeing anything from the third act in the trailers. Not one thing from the third act was in the trailers. A lot of the stuff in the trailers where I thought like, "Ooh, that's going to be that. Ooh, that's going to be that. That must be that," was all the first act. Like the first 25 minutes of the movie. Like the one thing I will say like the in the trailer, like the trailer where Sonic and Shadow are like flying to each other to punch each other, that I'm thinking that was going to be like closer to the end of the movie. Dog, that's the first 15 minutes. First 15 20 minutes of the movie. I was so shocked. I'm like, "Whoa." I'm like, "That scene's here?" And then another scene, I'm like, "That's there?" I'm like, "So what's the end of this movie going to be?" And when you get there, boy, when you get there, great. It was great. It was great. It was great. I don't want to do a spoiler talk. I kind of want to, but I don't want to. I want people to go see it. I want people to go see it because it was really good. They confirmed, I don't know if I had a friend said that they announced it, but this is no trilogy. It's no trilogy. They're gonna keep making these things until the wheels fall off. The post credit scene set up for, and it's like a 2 or 3 minute post credit, like mid credit scene, I should say. It's like a 2 or 2 minute mid credit scene, setting up the fourth movie. And dog, if they pull from some stuff that I know is very popular, I'm not gonna say what it is. Right? I'm not gonna say what it is. I feel like you, without spoiling, you can put together what movie four is going to be about. Like movie one was Sonic and Eggman. Movie two, Knuckles and Tails got introduced. Movie three was the introduction of Shadow. Now it's like, what are we going to do for movie four? Right? Because Knuckles was kind of the antagonist. Knuckles and Eggman were the antagonists of movie two. Not Knuckles. Eggman and Shadow are the antagonists for movie three. So, what do you think the antagonist for movie four would be? Of like not deep, you like not going deep cut, right? Oh my goodness, not going deep cut. Yeah, they're gonna drain it. Not going deep cuts. You can tell exactly where movie four is gonna go. And I was shocked when you see when they do the mid credits. I'm like, really? They're gonna show the mid credit scene, and you think it's gonna end, and then it doesn't end, and it keeps going. Yeah, It's it's a good time. It's a good time. It is a good time. It is a good time. So it's not going to be a trilogy. It's going to be movie four. And if movie four goes the way I think it's going to go, you can set up movie five to be something crazy. I think movie five is going to be the movie where I don't even know how to explain it. Because movie four is going to be, I'm pretty sure I know what movie four is going to end with or be about and probably end with. Movie five is going to be the one where it's like, okay, we're, how much further are we going to go? How much further are we going to go? I do wonder. I do wonder. But yeah, this was good. I want to do a spoiler talk because I want to babble, right? I want to babble about it, but I don't. At the same time, I don't want to. You know, hell yeah. There has to be a fifth, especially like knowing there's gonna be a fourth for sure because there's a mid credit post credit scene setting stuff up, but there has to be a fifth. I feel like these all of these like franchise movies have to yeah, there's gonna be a fourth one, 100%, 100%. What's 100%? What's the hint? Um, ooh, do I want to give a hint? Do I want to give a hint? Um, do I want to give a hint? Do I want to? I can give a hint. God. What I'll say. I'm gonna watch it with a girl. Okay, it's good though. It's good. Is it related to a color of metal? Maybe, maybe. There's like certain colors of. I don't know how to say. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe, possibly. They set up for some stuff. The mid credit scene sets up for some stuff where I'm curious how it's gonna play out. I'm very curious how it's gonna play out. Movie four. Movie four is movie four is gonna be fun. Movie four is gonna be fun. I won't. I won't. I won't. I won't. I won't. Movie three is really good. Movie three is really good. Now, I'm not spoiling any of the mid or post credit scenes because the post credit scene is important too. But it's like the mid credit scene setting up movie four. The post credit scene is like cashing out the climax of the movie. Right? It's cashing out the climax of the movie. But this to me again, it's my favorite of the three. Sonic 3 is to me the best one out of the three of them. The shadow story is done really well. I what I would like for them to do is more of Team Sonic, right? More of Team Sonic. I don't need the human characters. Now, granted, I want to say the human characters this is the least that they were in the movie. And I think that's the case because we actually have Team Sonic. So Team Sonic, it's hard to have three of them running around with all their human people too. And the beginning of the movie puts emphasis on the fact that they're all really fast, so there's no reason for the humans to really keep up with them. So that I enjoyed that. I want less of the human aspect. I think the only humans that we really should be interacting with is like, all right, it's the beginning of the movie. Let's touch base with wow, I only remember his name as Donut Lord. What's his name? Steve? Right? So it's like if you want to touch base because they live with him, I should say they live that's is that they live with them. They're all one big family. I do enjoy that aspect of it. That they're all a big family. So like Team Sonic and Donut Lord and Muffin Lady are they're all a big family with the dog. They gave the dog has subtitles. I will say that the dog has subtitles. The dog has The dog says, I think has two of the best lines in the whole movie. The dog has subtitles because they can talk to the dog. Team Sonic Kid. It's funny. Um, but goodness. So I feel like the movie should start off with them touching base with them, but I don't think we should still continue to be like, okay, and we need you guys. We need you guys. We don't need the humans. Eggman should be the only human that we really mess with. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. And this movie, for sure, Eggman has a lot of screen time, and Agent Stone, right, his henchman, Agent Stone and Eggman have screen time, and the humans have some screen time, but considerably less than before. There's like the big, oh, the humans need a big segment, so we get the human segment, and it was all right, but all of like the main action story, like very story heavy and action heavy points, it's Team Sonic. It's Team Sonic and Eggman, which I do appreciate because I don't need much of anything else. Right? I don't need Donut Lord doing a team combo attack with Sonic. I don't need that. Not that doesn't happen, but I don't need that, right? I don't need James Marsden to be trying to like combo attack with Team Sonic and stuff. Let Team Sonic do Team Sonic stuff. But they did flirt with some things that I'm interested or wondering if they would ever do in the future. They flirted with some stuff, and I'm like, interesting. Wonder if you guys will ever go down that road. But they did flirt with it, and I liked how the effect that it had on the rest of the movie from that point on, because it did have an impact. But yeah, this was good. I don't even know how long the movie was. Like, I don't know the movie's runtime, but I not once did I feel like the movie was going too long. If anything, I would have loved to spend more time. And I'm not even saying that as I wish certain scenes were longer. I just would have loved to spend more time with those characters. I would have loved to spend more time with those characters. But the movie for me was paced really well. Was paced really well. Was written really well. Voice acted really well. They to me they killed it. To me they killed it. This movie's gonna make a lot of money. I hope it makes a lot of money because I want to see the fourth movie. um, can you view this without watch? I'll say because I didn't watch the Knuckles series, so there was nothing in the Knuckles series. Well, I didn't watch the Knuckles series, so I don't know what happens in that series. So, but that didn't feel confused by anything from missing Knuckles. I do think I think as just a casual, if you want to watch a movie and have a good time, yeah, you can go see it. But story wise, it would like you wouldn't know why Team Sonic is together. Um, that's all I want to say. Yeah, I think you would need. I don't know. The movie kind of explains that too, though, because I'll say this. I'll say this. It's not because it's Sonic related, so this is a conversation that's definitely happened before. But they were like trying to plan to do something, right? And it felt like very impossible for them to do. So, which was cool enough. They had like this hologram thing that they were working off of, and it was like the Genesis, right? Like the Genesis sound effects and everything. Player one, player two, player three, player four, stuff like that. And I think James Marsden's character, he's like, why don't we just go get like the Chaos Emerald and give it to Sonic so he can become the super god thing again. And they were like, and then all through like Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles at the same time were like, we can't rely on the Chaos Emeralds. We all made a pact that we wouldn't do that, and Knuckles put it somewhere where only he knows where it is, and we won't go down that road. So it's like if you didn't watch two, then you don't know what they're talking about, even though like they picked up Sonic's like in-game model, and he like turned Super Saiyan, Super Sonic for a second, and then when they let him go, he wasn't Supersonic anymore. So it's like if you didn't watch 2, then you wouldn't know what that is. But they like kind of explain it in a way where it's just like, okay, like, well, that won't come into play. We'll do something else, and they do something else. But yeah. Excuse me. The animation in this movie was great. Animation in this movie is great. They look great. There's ooh, I will say that if you watch the trailers, then you know about the yeah, I'll say it's in the trailers. You know about his grandpa, Eggman's grandpa, being in it. There's one scene, and this is where I feel like all the budget went to Team Sonic and to Shadow and all the stuff that they were doing. Because there was a scene where they're both on screen, and I'm like, that's rough. Because Jim Carrey's playing both of them at the same time. And there was this, like, they're both on screen, and I'm like, at first, I'm like, something's off. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Why does it look like this? And then it clicked. I'm like, ow, ow, ow. It's because it was off putting, but it was only that one time on screen where they both were on screen that it looked really funky. But other than that, any other time that they were on screen together, it looked fine. But that one scene, I was like, whoa. It was weird. It was weird how wonky it looked. It was weird how wonky it looked. It looked very wonky. But yeah, outside of that, without spoiling crazy, which I want to, I want to so bad. I want to just like babble about this, but I won't. Ah. I won't. But that this is my favorite of the three, easily, 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 easily. This poster is so sick. I wish I could have got another one. I wish I could have got this poster is so sick. Wish I could have got another one. If they were like Gladiator 2, I want to go see Gladiator 2, and the person that was like doing the ticket booth thing because the posters were there. He was like, "You want a poster?" I was like, "Sure." He was like, "Go ahead and grab one." It's like, you trust in me? I went with someone, so I was like, I'm gonna grab a poster for me. I'm gonna grab a poster for her, and then I accidentally grabbed another one. I actually accidentally grabbed another one. So I have, and then she ended up not wanting a poster, so I have 2 extra Gladiator 2 posters. But I'm like, man, if you just let me, grab a handful of these posters, I do that. But he handed it to me. I would have loved to have gotten another one. But yeah, great movie. I want to go see it again. I want to go see it again. I have to go see it again. Alone. Dude, there's a moment in this movie during the third act where stuff is happening, and my theater like broke out into applause. And it felt like they made the moment for you to break out into applause. I have to look directly into the camera. It felt like they made the moment for you to like cheer, because it was like whoa, 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 and then like the slow moment happened, and it felt like the characters posed, and I'm like, yeah, it felt like they made that moment so that you could be like, whoa, and everybody on cue, whoa, everyone was cheering. Dog, it was sick. It was sick. Damn, I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it so bad. I want to talk about it so bad, but I won't. I won't. All right, I'm calling it here. Thank you guys for stopping by. Yeah, I don't think I'm seeing anything else for the rest of this year. I don't know what other movie I'm gonna be watching. She was good. 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 The Maria actor was good. I loved the Maria sequences. I don't want to babble about it and start spoiling, but the Shadow Maria backstory was split up between the whole movie. So it wasn't like, oh, Shadow's just sad and mopey and we got all of the Maria stuff in the second act. Right? It wasn't like a one big flashback. It was like, no, like as he's thinking about it, we're getting to see him think about it. Right? It's like he's thinking about it and then we get to see it. And then it'll go back to like regular time, and then he'll continue doing what he's doing, and then he'll slow down a little bit more, and then we'll get more, and then and then we'll go back to present day, and then we'll slow down again, and then we got the rest of it, and then it led into like the climax of the movie, like the final act. They did it. She was great. She was great. Keanu was great in it too, because Keanu did feel like you felt his emotion from the stuff that was happening, like the experiments and everything. You felt all of that emotion, and then it's like the experiments, and then how he got to be when he was with Maria. They killed it. 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 They did. They did. New Gundam series is releasing. Does the title say Sonic 2? Oh, I can change that. Oh, wow. There we go. It should be updated. New Gundam series releasing New Year's. When is it releasing? I gotta do. I haven't heard anything about a new Gundam series. And Superman Legacy. Did you say they renamed it to just Superman? They renamed it to just Superman, so it's just gonna be called Superman. I like the trailer for it. I want to see more though. I want to see more. I will say that I do want to see more. I would like to see more. But I did like the trailer. I like Crypto. I like Crypto. I'm not a fan of the suit though. I will say that. I don't like the lines on it. I don't like the lines on it. I'm not a fan of the lines on the new 52 suit as well. So like I'm just not a fan of like the lines on the suit. And I don't like the suit looks baggy on him. Right? It looks to me anyways, like how it bends and folds and stuff, it looks like it's baggy. I don't know. I just don't like that look for Superman. I like the colors. I like the colors. But if the suit didn't have any lines on it and it didn't look baggy but was the same material, good. But I don't like it. Wait, is the Gundam series you talking about like the weird realistic looking one? Because I seen like an image of it and it looked really scary. Is it like the realistic CG one? Is that what it is? Oh, that's the net. Okay, okay, okay. Then no, I haven't seen nothing about this new Gundam series. I've seen absolutely nothing. I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. Quux. I don't know. Good Google blah blah. I don't know. That's it. I'm done. I'm calling it. Have a good one. Sonic 3 was great. If you have the chance to go see Sonic 3, go see it. I recommend it. I refuse to talk spoilers because that third act deserves to be experienced without being spoiled. It deserves to be experienced without being spoiled. That's all I will say about it. You deserve to see it without being spoiled. Yeah. So, have a good one. And until next time, peace out.